defeated long enough and mistreated long enough. Queen, it's time to stand up. Queen, it's time to get up. Queen, it's time to rise. Queen, rise up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Queens, rise up. You know how we do. This is Queen Rise Up Women Empowerment. What we do around here, we empower that woman, to do what? To know her worth and her value. Queen, when you get up this morning, make the devil mad that you are up this morning, and make sure you have your foot on the jugular of his neck. Do you hear me? Get up and you say what God says concerning you. You get up and make your declarations, your decrees over your life based on what God says concerning you. And this is real talk. Listen, you ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing at all. And that is real talk. Listen to me. Catch your thoughts. Come on, take them captive and bring them under obedience of Christ. Real talk. Do you hear me? You ain't got nothing good to say. You know what? Don't say nothing at all. And that's real talk. Thank you for joining me here, right here, where we meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when we are live. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you tag somebody. Tell them to get up this morning. Let's go. Let's go. Reset, restart, refocus. Come on, let's get up and try it again. Come on, get up and do it again. Get up and start over. Tell them to get up this morning, shake the dust off, break the bands off your necks. Come on. Don't start, no, won't be none. Now, it takes a little something to do it, but you can do it, Queen. Yes, you can. Why? I declare over your life today that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You ain't on your own. You ain't doing it. This is not a solo act. You ain't by yourself. Come on, listen to me. With Christ, you can do all things. You are more than a conqueror. I need you to get up this morning. Listen, make sure you hit the stars. Stars, tap the screen. Stars. I need y'all to share. Somebody said, "Oh, let me share this girl. Let me share this girl this morning." Listen to me. Let me share her. She got something. Listen, because you can't stay where you are. Come on, you can't keep doing what you're doing and you're going to keep getting the same results. And that's real talk. Switch some things up in your life this morning. I need you to get up. Matter of fact, let's decree over your life who God says you are. Make your declarations and your decrees. What you're doing, you're making an audible sound, action, verb, come on, out of your mouth, verbiage out of your mouth, making a decree, you're proclaiming, come on, what God says. You know what? That's how we make them. Y'all, you know what? Don't start none, won't be none. Good morning, Queens. Get up and shake the dust off this morning. Listen to me. It is not over, honey. What God has in store for you, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man what God has in store for you. Can I just say what? Listen. Okay, it happened. I wanted to say so what, but it depends. It ain't so what. Because sometimes, and I know some things that we're gonna make our declaration decrees. Hold on, because in life I know things hurt us. I know we are affected, we are offended. Come on, in life, but you know what? The purpose don't change because of this or that, and that's real talk. So get up and declare over your life, I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. I declare that I am the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. Come on, I am more than a conqueror. Come on, Queen, you are more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Say it this morning. I can do this. Come on, declare it over your life. I can do this. Come on, why? Because I can do all things through who? God, not through you, but through Christ who strengthens you. Queens, get up and get in your positions. Listen, declare this morning that I am wealthy. Come on, declare this morning and decree this morning that I walk in the place of wisdom. Come on, yeah, do that over your life. I walk in wisdom. Come on, may God, don't start. No, it won't be none. Queens, you are restarting, refocusing, restarting, and this is real talk. I need you to get up this morning. This morning, my title is this. Queen, what are you wearing? Listen to me. Oh, y'all, hold on. What are you wearing? Good morning, Queen. Good to see you. What are you wearing this morning? I ain't talking about your external work. I'm talking about in the internal. What are you wearing, honey? What are you dripped in? What are you dipped in? What are you wearing this morning? This is real talk. What are you walking in this morning? What are you standing in this morning? What are you holding? Come on, real talk. What are you wearing this morning? We're going to lock and we're going to load this morning. Come on, Queen. Good morning, love. Listen to me. What are you wearing this morning? Oh, don't start. No, it won't be no. We're going to lock and load this morning. I want you to just go with me. Listen, what are you wearing? Proverbs 31:25. Queen, let me tell you something. This work is not an external work. It is an internal work. Did you hear me? What are you clothed with? What are you wearing this morning? What you dripped in? What you dipped in? He says, listen, Proverbs, let me lock and load and release. Proverbs 31 and 25. Whoa, listen. Says she is clothed with strength and dignity. Dignity. Queen, let me ask you again. What are you wearing this morning? She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear for the future. Come on. When she speaks her words, she speaks words of wisdom. Come on. I need y'all to get up. What are you wearing? What are you dripped in this morning? Real talk. And I know y'all, but girl, we go in the armor of the Lord. And you do. And you should. Listen, but while you're dressed in the armor, how are you acting? What is your character like? What is your disposition like? And this is real talk. Are you walking like you walk in dignity? And so I looked up the word dignity. I was like, dignity? I said, wait a minute. The state or the quality of a thing. Don't start none, won't be none. Queen, how are you? What are you clothed in this morning? What state are you in? Come on, are you operating at a place of quality, a place of rank? Come on, real talk. Come on, listen to me. Don't start. Good morning, Queen. What you wearing this morning? What you dripped in? And that is real talk. Proverbs 31:25 says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. Don't start none, Queen. How you handle your affairs in life, how you handle your issues in life. Come on, how you handle people in life. How are you handling things in life? How are you handling your finances? How are you handling, don't start none, your children. Come on, those you married to. She's clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear for the future. I need you to get up this morning. It'll make sense after a while, Queen. Listen, this is not an external work. This is an internal work. And honey, what are you clothed with? Let me do this. Let me go to the Webster definition. Can I do this of dignity? Oh man, y'all better pull some rank this morning. Don't start none, won't be none. Listen, so dignity. It's a quality or a state of being worthy, come on, honored, respected, a high rank or position. Boy, God don't play with us. You hear me? Listen, I need you to catch it this morning. Listen to me. Dignity, a quality of state of being. Come on, honored and respected. Queen, what you dripped in this morning? A high rank or an office. I need you to get up this morning. Come on, what you wearing this morning? Strength. And not in your own strength, but strength through the one who strengthens you, which is through Christ. What you got on this morning, Queen? Did you wake up with a bad attitude? You know what? If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Let me help you to become a dignity. And you know what, Queens? Have y'all been watching? Let me just say this. Let me just move over a little bit because I want to talk about, over the weekend, the king was king. And the queen was crowned queen. But check this out. As I kept listening to the story to the queen who was crowned queen, y'all know she was the side piece. I'm not gonna fool with y'all. I'm dignity. You. Let me have a sip. Listen. Queens, you better walk well. You hear me? And this is real talk. I'm going to say it again. She was the side piece to the king, and then he married. You know what? You better walk with dignity. Your character. And this is real talk. Did you hear me? When Charles and Diana was getting married, she was in. I can't. You know what? You better. Listen. Can I just say that this morning? Let me just be real, because I believe this is what stirred this up, to walk in a level of quality and a state of honor and dignity and a level of ranking. Come on, that she was the side piece. She was the mistress. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. When Diane and Charles was getting married, she was in the audience. Wait a minute. Oh man, Diane with the enemy. Come on, in the camp. Diane didn't have a chance. Let me tell you something. Y'all better walk with integrity and walk in. Don't start. No, it won't be. No, let me have a sip this morning. And I know what's happening in the royal house, honey. What's happening in your house? Listen, don't start none, won't be none. But Queens, make sure, what are you clothed in? That's real talk. Yeah, they done. Yeah, did y'all? But real talk, queens, walk with integrity. Do you hear me? And it was like, and can I be very honest with you? Because when I was watching, come on, it's even happening in their house. Come on, what's happening in your house? You better walk with dignity. But when I was watching the segment, Queens, can I be real talk? I remember when my ex was being ordained. Don't you know the ex was in the house? I'm not gonna fool with y'all this morning. I said, you know what, girl, queen girl, what you wearing this morning? What are you dripped in? Are you dripped in integrity? Are you dipped in dignity? Are you dipped in his strength? Come on, because when you walk in God's strength and his dignity, you will walk with wisdom. You will know when to move. Come on, you know what? Let me have a sip. Claudia, real talk, you hear me? Because Quince, you got to do real life, and you know what? And it ain't never too late to get that thing right. If you on the flip side of the coin, this is real talk. Reset, refocus, restart, and get that thing right. May you walk in integrity. May you walk in respect. May you walk in a high level of rank in the kingdom of God concerning. Lynette, I don't know, Queen. I don't know nothing else. Did you hear me? Let me have a sip this morning. Let me have a. Don't play with it. And my girl, can I just say this? And Diana, she used to talk to the mistress. She knew she was in love with her man. You know what? I said, in the house, king. The queens, what are you clothed in this morning? That's real talk. Yeah, take a look. Take a. Y'all keep paying attention. Don't start none, won't be none. That means that she always been in the soul of that man. You hear me? She always been a soul tie. When Diana married, I'm going to help somebody, Queens. What you wearing this morning? Real talk. So when she married Charles, can I just say it? There was a soul tie she married into. Queens, y'all better don't start. No, it's too early, but I'm just saying. Real talk, Queen, what are you wearing this morning? Are you dealing with your real life issues? Listen to me. Are you dealing? And how are you dealing with them? And that is real talk. Diane had integrity. She took her to the side. She talked to the mistress. Don't start none. Whoa, she didn't put her on blast. No. She handled her like a lady. I need you to get up this morning. Queens, what are you wearing? Don't start on what are you wearing and how are you handling your affairs. Don't start on how are you handling your affairs. Are you listening? And that's real talk. Whatever those things are in life, are you handling with strength? Are you handling with the wisdom? Come on, listen to me, real talk. Let me get back over here. And now, you know what? He married the mistress and now she's queen. You know what? Let me have a sip. I'm gonna get back. Can we in Proverbs 31? Make sure you're. Listen. And now can I just say this while we on the subject? Harry said, I ain't buying it. I ain't having it. I don't want it. I don't accept. Let me get down here. Somebody say dignity. Somebody say a state or quality of one. Oh, KK, listen to me. Of quality and dignity. Come on. Oh, regal. Carry yourself well, Queen. Do you hear me? It is not too late to start over. Begin again. Restart, refocus on wherever that thing in your life that may be taking you outside your character. Come on, got you snapping back. Come on, little snapping turtle. Listen to me, real talk. Listen to me. What are you clothed in this morning? How are you handling your situation? Good morning, Queen. Don't start none, Queen. And I think if I was to use a little bit of transparency, you know what? I had many of my with dignity. If I do say so myself. Listen, because the things that I could have done based on what was happening in my life, and for those who were in my arena, For those, come on, that was still, you know what, on my territory, don't start nothing. Handle your affairs with dignity. To this day, if I didn't say a word, you wouldn't even know. Let me have a sip. Other than them and they. And I'll say this to say that. Diana Carey, she handled his affair with dignity. Did you hear me? Didn't even know all of this until she laid, come on, into that, you know what? The things, come on. That's why, let me go to Proverbs. Let me lock and load, because how you handle it, it matters. Do you hear me? And that is real talk. Let me go to Proverbs 31. The things that I could have done, don't start none, won't be none. Listen to me. Listen, Proverbs 31 and 25. She is close. Keep it moving. Real talk. Don't start none, won't be none. Keep it moving. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She laughs without fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions to the kind with kindness. She stepped proudly. Did you hear me? God will approve. Don't start nothing, Queen, this morning. And this is real talk. Oh, the things that you could have done. But Queen, walk in strength, walk in dignity. Come on, listen to me. This is real talk. Listen, she watches carefully over everything in her household and suffer nothing. Come on, with wisdom. Did she, man? Because you know what? You'll find out that time will take care of itself. Things will take care of itself in its own season, in its own time. And that's real talk. But listen, Queens, make sure you are walking with wisdom, integrity, how you handle your affairs. Oh, let me have a sip this morning. With dignity. Because listen, when you're not preparing for where you are. You are preparing for where you're going. What's in store for you. And that's real talk. You better work on yourself. Matter of fact, Queen, let me do it. Let me help you this morning, a little bit of dignity, since you're talking about self-worth. Here it says, look, self-worth, self-respect. Don't start knowing. Somebody say, oh, dignity. Listen to me. May God grace you with strength and dignity. May you wear it well, Queen. Do you hear me this morning? Don't start knowing. Self-worth. Come on, self-respect. How is your self-esteem? How are you operating in decency and in order? When you are clothed, that means you have on. And when what you have on is not from the outside, honey, it's in the inside. The integrity, the decency, the self-worth, your self-esteem. This is real talk. I need y'all to get up this morning and shake the dust off. Listen to me. How you handle that thing in your life? And it was one moment I thought I was going to lose my mind messing with, you know what? Them chameleons. I'ma call us. You know what? Y'all know. Listen to me, girl. I had a Kamala. What's her name? Kamala Queen. You know what? I had a few Camellas in my life. Listen, let me have a sip this morning. I'm not gonna fool with y'all. That's her name. Listen, Camilla, whatever her name is, Camille. Woo! Listen. I had a few Camillas in my life. Always in the way. But what we're not gonna do though, we ain't gonna blame Camilla for everything. Cause Charlie played a role too. Now I don't know who your Charlie is and who your Camille, but we are. Listen, let me have a sip this one. Let's get over here. Look, Queen, make sure you. Charlie played a role as well. So the principles applies across the board. Ooh, a royal side piece. Queen, let me have a sip this morning. When they were getting married, don't you know the side piece was in the audience looking on? She was dressed in white. I'm not going to stop. They ain't going to have me acting up on it. But real talk, when I was watching, did not know the flip side of the coin when things were taking place. But after she was crying, it was after she was crying. Wait a minute, y'all. Did y'all? It was after she was crowned queen that all these queen. You better walk well. Do you hear me? It was after she was crowned queen. All the stuff came from underneath the rug. Let me get over here. Watch your quality of life. Your quality. Your honor, your respect. And it's not too late to get your wrongs right. It is not too late. Let me have a sip this morning. What are you clothed in this morning? Soul ties, they are queen. Them soul ties, can I tell you? Listen, soul ties it's like having a little thigh hook. If you understand what the thigh-in is, a little thigh-in, listen to me, like a hook. It's like a sea monster that just won't let go. Let me tell you something. Them soul ties are vicious. Soul ties, they will come with you in your marriage. Soul tie will be with you after you get married. A soul tie, did you hear me? Let me tell you something. A soul tie be operating on the outside while you trying to get it together on the inside. Did you hear me? It'll be operating. It'll be operating. Sometimes the soul ties operate through family, through events. They operate, come on, through the, you know what? Let me have a sip this morning. Somebody say the soul tie. Listen, even to this day, the soul tie ain't went, and they're still there. Did you hear? Let me have a sip. When there was a struggle within the realms of my marriage, guess what? They reached out to the soul tie. I'm going to tell you, let me tell you something. You don't break the tie, baby. Listen, somebody said you better break the tie. You better, because it's connected to the soul. So while we were, at the moment when we were struggling within the realms of the marriage, there was still the hook. Whether it was emotional hookup. Let me have a sip. Soul ties, that's a whole queen. I don't know how dignity. She's clothed in dignity. How you carry yourself, and that's real talk. There's a breaking that has to really take place. Soul ties are wrapped around your soul realm. That means something in your spirit is feeding something, and your spirit man is feeding something into your soul that's connecting. I'm gonna help something. But sometimes in the spiritual realm, you're thinking of memories and thoughts and what could have been, should have been. And sometimes when soul ties are connected, because one person could walk away not loving the person, but the one person can still be in love with the individuals, and so they're still connected. Let me help you. Sometimes we get from the inside out, queen. Do you hear me? And then we getting married, and then right there, you know what? Probably watching. You know what? Probably was in the cut at the park watching while you was getting married. Don't start nothing. Maybe somebody had on. You know what? Don't start. I'm talking. Let me have a sip this morning. But real talk, queens, make sure you are walking with integrity and walking in dignity and God's strength and His wisdom and His soundness of mind. This is real talk. You know when to make lady decisions. You know when to make ladylike decisions. Queen. You know what? Queen's decisions according to the will of God concerning you. And this is real talk. If you listen to me, don't be listen to me. And to all you side pieces, and don't be at nobody's wedding. Let me get back over here. This is real. Y'all know I'm not fool with y'all this morning. I told my daughter I had something to say this morning. She's like, Mama, you probably ain't said nothing you were supposed to say. I did. What are you wearing this morning? How are you handling life? And remember, you are not wrestling with flesh and blood, even breaking them stubborn soul ties. You are dealing with powers and principalities and rulers and wicked things in high places. You're wrestling with them. And so when I looked up the word wrestle, because if you ain't fighting right, you ain't queen, listen to me. You'll be bound by the powers and the principalities and the rulers and wicked things in high places. In high places. When you know to do well or righteous, make righteous choices. You might have to wrestle with the powers and the principalities in the rulers in high places. But the weapons of your warfare, they are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. I looked up the word wrestle. Can I just do this for us this morning? And I know I'm talking about being clothed because maybe you have to, maybe something you got to go up against some things in life, situations and circumstances, like I did. I promise, Queen, I did. While they were sitting on the pews with me, praising the Lord with me, shaking hands with me, come on, laying their hands on my children, honey. You talking about spiritual warfare? I'm talking about the camellas. How are you dealing with the affairs of life? You wrestle, and to wrestle, let me just do this. I looked up the word wrestle because what the enemy wants to do is wrestle you out of your proper state of being. Listen, y'all, we need to have a podcast. I'm sure you got some very valuable input on integrity, indignity, worth, self-esteem. Because there is things that you do not have to do. We belong in the kingdom of God. Do you hear me? Let's get over here. Let's wrestle. Come on, let's go. And because it's inside out, not from the outside in, and you're wrestling not with flesh and blood, but powers and principalities and rulers and wicked things in high places, you have a struggle, a fight, you're contending, you're battling, and this is real talk. I need you to get up. And sometimes the struggles are hard. Breaking soul ties are hard. It's real talk. Do you hear me? I need you to get out. Because though you walk in strength, you walk in integrity, you walk in wisdom, you look over the affairs of your home, you have to war in areas of your life. But the battle's already won. And you are not wrestling with flesh and blood. And that's why I believe what I could have did or you could have did, you didn't do. Those are spirits of division. Oh, don't start knowing. So, Queen, today, if you take your affairs of your life, where are you? How are you handling them? Are you walking in strength? Are you walking in dignity? If God says no, do you still go? When God says yes, do you retreat? How are you walking? How are you taking care of the affairs of your home? Are you operating in laziness? Are you operating in strength and in dignity? You are not preparing for where you are. You are preparing for where you're going. Just because you get into places or hiccups in your life, the plan and the purpose concerning you never, ever change. It never changed. Get up. Self-worth, your self-esteem, self-respect. It sounds selfish, but the thing about it is, strength and dignity starts with you, but it's not about you. It starts with you. Come on. I need you to get up. It starts with you. Self-worth from the inward. What do you really think about you? How do you really feel about you? And that's a real conversation. Sometimes we don't feel like we're worth it. For today, come on, listen to me, real talk. Because it's easy to get caught up in your emotions. You get caught up in your emotions, you will say things and do things that are not profitable. Strength. Not in your own strength, but in God's strength. He said, I'll give you strength. Who are you claiming? You know what? Let me have a sip this morning. Now we declare that this morning that you are who God says you are, and you can do what God says you can do. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. Come on, you are more than a conqueror. You are a woman of wisdom. You are a woman of wealth. You are a woman of integrity. You are a woman of strength. You are a woman of dignity. I need you to get up. Come on, listen to me. Who are you? Don't start none. Real talk. You are a woman. Come on, listen to me, who are sitting in heavenly places. And kings and men and women, boys and girls, I know you listening. The principles are still the same. And this is real talk. Listen, because what God has in store for you, can I tell you real talk? Where is he? Come on, where is he taking you, leading you? You know what? Don't start nothing, Claudia. You better speak to you. Declare of your mouth, out of your mouth, and proclaim who God says you are. Even if the coin is flipped, maybe in this room you are or has been a Camille. Maybe I'm talking from the other side of the fence. It is never too late to get that thing right. So you'll walk in integrity and in dignity. And that is real talk. You know what? I think I need to do maybe an evening podcast, or come on, you might a chameleon. Don't start nothing, Queen. Listen, maybe an afternoon in the evening, because I really want to encourage you to get up in the mornings, to get up and start your day well, start your day right, start your day knowing who you are, start your day knowing and walk in boldness and confidence in who Christ says that you are. But I think we need something a little bit more heavy in the afternoons, because there's some real life stuff that's really going on. Do you hear me? You don't have some real life experiences that you probably want to give nobody in their cup this morning. And I mean that there's some real life things that happen outside of them four walls. Do you hear me? There's some real life things that are happening in your life. Come on, that either set you up, but come on, tried to set you up for failure, tried to take you out. And this is real talk. The things that you had to, come on, real talk. The things that you had to really put up with in life. Come on, while sitting on the pew. What about when you get off the pew? Then what? Then life. Listen to me. This is real talk, because you have to remember, you're not preparing for where you are. You're preparing for where you're going. And so I really want to start a Queen Rise Up, encouraging you that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You are able to do exceedingly abundantly all that God that you can even think. God is able to do everything that you can even think or imagine in real talk, because it's good to talk about. We can quote Proverbs 31. Don't stop. No, she's clothed in strength and wisdom, integrity. But there's some things that comes with that. The things you have to go through, to see if you're really walking in integrity and strength. But Claudia, it's some strong stuff that I want to download. But I don't think we need to serve that for breakfast. You know what I mean? To serve that, Lord have mercy. Good Lord. Because some things in life, we have things that we have eaten from other people who have not walked in integrity. But you had to take the weight. For others who have not walked in dignity, but you had to carry. Come on, help somebody this morning. Woo! The things you had to keep persevering through. Making sure you say, come on top of your A game. When you had to stand in the wiles of the enemy, listen, while you in the crossfire. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. How did you handle that part? Let me have a sip this morning. Because I'm going to be very honest with you. Years ago when I came into that Proverbs 31 woman, I was trying to kill myself, trying to keep up. You know what? Something ain't right. It's too much going on. Y'all remember that Proverbs 31? She was this, she was that, she was that, and she was this. But hold it. Charles! Charles, you ain't. I'm going to help somebody. But Charles, you ain't. And then they want you to walk proper. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember the boy. I swear I was sweating and bleeding blood trying to be a Proverbs 31. And you got to be made, and you got to be made. Listen, it takes work, baby. Listen, did you hear me? You didn't know the Proverbs 31 woman was gonna have to deal with soul ties from the other side of the aisle. Let me have a sip. Don't start none with me. Proverbs 31. Woo! She got to learn how to take a licking and keep on ticking. Don't start. You know what? You hear me? Proverbs 31. Let me have a sip. Proverbs 31 trying to become her. Some of us left with high blood pressure, immune systems jacked up. Let me have a sip. Charles! You got to, come on, listen. Keep reading down in Proverbs 31. Because now she don't only do she walk in strength and integrity and dignity. She speaks with wisdom. Then she holds her husband. You know what? Then she got to hold her husband. Y'all, don't play with me this morning. Listen to me. And while she's building up to become that woman clothed in strength and in dignity, she got to stand in her position when Charles ain't up on his. You know what? Charles! Let me have a sip. Somebody catch, I'm saying Charles. Charles! Ooh. Ooh. Queens, you can't leave your position. Because if you move or dunk, the enemy going to take out your children, your sons, your daughters. But you got to walk. And you're still in the making. Still being molded and groomed. Still being stretched. Strengthened. That is not something you read and just become. Baby, you are made. Oh, it ain't easy. Do your part. Do what you... Queen, you hear me? And I'm going to tell you, Claudia, that hard work been paying off. You hear me? Don't start none, won't be none. Because you're building through Christ. Not through the circumstances. Proverbs 31. You are relying on who God says he is in every aspect of your life. Your affairs, your matters. I remember when Camellia was at the family reunion. I had to leave. Somebody, Camellia was she was at the meet and greet. Camille. Let me look at her name. I'm not gonna fool with y'all. Queens, I'm telling you, she got to be made. Whoa! Whoa, listen. Did you hear me? Listen. Camellia. Becoming who God says you are, it takes work. And you got to have some tough skin. You got to have some tough skin. You still got to walk with integrity and dignity, even on your worst day. But you can do it. Yes, you can. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Woo! Make me new. Oh, come on. You know what? Make me new all over. Just in case I listen to me. You know what? Listen. Renew a right spirit in me, created me a new heart. Do it all again. Lord, don't start nothing, Claudia. So, Queen, this morning, if I was to ask you again, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Are you walking in strength? Are you walking in integrity? Are you walking in dignity? What choices are you making along the way? How is the affairs of your house? Are you dealing with that which is on the inside, not just dealing with the things on the outside? What are you wearing? What are you clothing? What are you dripped in? You said, I'm getting a few new clothing for myself. Don't start nothing, Queen. You better, Lord, change. You know what? Change the garments on the inside, God. Change the heart from the inward man. We say, renew the right spirit within. May you walk in strength. May you walk in dignity. Whoa, come on. Where you walk, you're walking on another level, another rank. May you not walk in laziness. May you pursue what God has for you.
Here's what I found.
Real talk. Get up this morning. And it's never too late to make that wrong right. You are not preparing for where you are. You are preparing for where you're going. Did you hear me? You are not preparing for where you are. You are preparing for where you're going. You better get ready. You better get clothed. And this is real talk. You hear me? Get dressed, get dipped. Queen Elizabeth put in her will or in her desire was not to call Camilla queen, but call her queen consort. They flipped the whole thing. They did not honor her request. In other words, Queen Elizabeth did not approve of Queen Consort's position that she knew was going to come even after death. You are not preparing for where you are. You are preparing for where you're going. Come on, real talk. Do you hear me? Make your life's choices matter. When you leave here, leave a legacy, Queen. Leave a legacy. Don't remember me by. And you can, come on, you can flip the script today. Live how you want to be remembered by. That's a real conversation. I got to get up out of here. Live how you want to be remembered by. Walk who you are. Real talk, Queen. You hear me? That of a royal priesthood. The head and not the tail, above and not beneath. And some of your life choices and decisions that you're going to have to make to walk in strength and wisdom and integrity, it's going to challenge you at times. It's going to challenge you at times. But you can do all things because you are more than a conqueror. Make sure you are locked in, Lord. Go back over Proverbs 31. How are you handling who God says you are? Walking in in your new lane. Don't start nothing, Queen. Walk in your new lane. And today is that day. That restart, that refocus. Today is that day. And that is real talk. Queen, he is building you from the inside out, not from the outside in. He is, listen to me, strengthening you from the inside out, not from the outside in. He's building you so that you will be able to walk that you will walk in integrity and you will walk in dignity, because God knows that you're not being prepared for where you are, but for where you're going. Ladies, listen to me. Queens and kings, if you're listening to me, we're getting ready to go do 30 minutes of self-love, which I believe in my heart of hearts. Listen, God wants you to be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Humbly, fearless, confident, boldly, strengthened, with wisdom. Come on, he wants you to walk in your lane. Don't start none, won't be none. Wealth. Come on, wealth in your spirit, wealth in your mind, your health across the board. Come on, financially. Listen to me. Just get wealthy in every aspect of your life. And I don't want to know God just in one area of life. I want to know him across the board. Spirit, soul, and body. Did you hear me? And this is real talk. Somebody say across the board. Across the board. Taking care of you is very important. If you haven't considered taking care of you, today is your day. Self-love, self-esteem, self-worth. Come on, and he will do. But you got to move by faith and not by sight. We're getting ready to go do 30 minutes of self-love right over on TikTok. I really hope you join me. We start on time at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do self-love 30 minutes, where we are building up not just from the outside, but also from the inside. This is real talk. My handle on TikTok is Queen Rise Up #1. I hope you join me, woman of integrity, woman of strength. Come on, world. Come on, listen to me. Real talk. You hear me? Queen, listen, that's you this morning. I need you to get up this morning. Flip the script this morning. Change that thing. Come on, how you dealing with the things in your home? Maybe you need to sit down, even dealing with the things in your home or the affairs of your home. Don't be lazy about it. Get you a budget plan. Get you a budget. How you going to budget? What's being needed? Come on. What resources you need to get? That Proverbs 30 woman, she want to know. Listen, no joke. You hear me? Let me just say it like I feel it this morning. That Proverbs 31 woman, let me tell you something. Even when all the odds are against her, she still know how to rise. Do you hear me? Come on, listen to me. Something about that strength, that integrity, that dignity. Man, even when she falls, she still know how to rise up and get back into her appointed position. And this is real talk. I'm talking about the Proverbs 31. Can I tell you, come on, for the woman in the making. Are y'all getting, listen to me. This is real talk this morning. Listen to me. There's something about her. But she is being made. She's made by God's hand, God's will, his purpose. A woman of integrity. You will not seek after the world way to resolving your issue. Let me help you this morning. Come on, you won't put your dukes up. Matter of fact, you listen to me. You get into your listen to me. Don't start none. Listen, because the weapons of your warfare, you understand that they are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. I need you to get up. The weapons of your warfare are not carnal, but they are. Oh, don't start none this morning, Queen. I'm talking to that woman that's walking in integrity. Woo! That's walking in dignity. That substance. You know what, Claudia? Don't start none. You are equipped. Don't you know what? Don't start none. Claudia, where you girl? You stirring up some things this morning, Claudia Williams. Don't start none, Queen. You hear me? Come on, you are equipped. Woo! And what I learned about being equipped, he'll train you with on-the-job training. Honey, listen, that's real talk. You hear me? I gotta get up. Don't you stay down. Queen, get up. Rise up. Come on, expect something. Come on, listen to me. Real talk. Prepare. Don't starve nothing, Queen. Listen. Claudia, I've been walking around here like Bob the Builder. You hear me? Yes, you can. That's to tell Bob the Builder, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can build it, Bob. Yes, you can. You can do it, Queen. Yes, you can. Don't start. None won't be none. And literally, listen to me, Bob the Builder. Did you hear me? Drills, paint, saws. Don't start. None won't be none. Walk in wisdom. You know, I wasn't good in arts, but I'm sure painting up some stuff. You hear me? I'm talking to that woman. I'm talking to you. Get up. Purpose don't change because circumstances happen. God is not an Indian giver. Come, Queen, so you say, I'm up. Come on, listen to me. Real talk from the inside. And I love it because when you get up, Queen, you know you do. Don't you know you've been wrestling with some things, some powers, some principalities and rulers that want to take you out of your proper course? Come on, your proper position. Come on, to stop you from walking in purpose and being intentional, advancing the kingdom of God. Come on, so that thing want to wrestle with you. Come on, force you. Come on, listen to me, to stay out, to stay in the corner. No, you better get up. You better step. Don't start nothing, Queen. Real talk. Woo! Get up. You got hopes, you got dreams, you got visions, you got ideas. You got things you need to be working on intimately, privately, globally, internationally. You better you better step. Don't start nothing, Queen. And when you operate, you can operate in dignity, strength, and wisdom. They said, what's your MO? Oh, what's your mode of operation? To operate in dignity. It takes something. But because of who you are, let us move with strength and knowing. Real talk. Have you ever had to be quiet on circumstances and situations in life, but you know that they're happening? You know that they're there. You know. And that's a real conversation. You know you're dealing with those witches and warlocks, but you still got to walk with integrity and dignity. Oh, don't stop. Don't stop. You still got to act like a lady. Representing. Because where God is taking you, preparing you for. Because there are some things you cannot do in the heat or say in the heat of the moment. You to not get caught up in your emotions. Even when you know what you know. And not that you're clapping along or you're singing along, but I am watching and praying. And when that moment presents itself to approach, you handle it with excellence. And I remember having to face my camellias or my camellias or whatever her name is. I'm calling them camellias because she out there now. They've been never called camellias. Kamalas. Confronting and dealing. I waited till everybody's gone to have a proper meeting. I didn't handle my affairs. Let me have a step. Strength and dignity, it takes something. Some of them I talked to you one time and that was it. I was going to clear the record and keep and step. Wasn't no backtracking and coming back to see if anything was off. That was not my place. I'm talking about that woman of integrity. It takes something. Let me have a second. Claudia, you have, Queen, to God be the glory. You hear me? Because, you know, we have real life things going on. And you know, I always wanted Queen Rise Up to be the place where the things that nobody would talk about. We're afraid to talk about. Because what gets you to these places you are in? Your experiences. Your experiences in life. But why? Because we can tell you all the good, we can tell you about the gospel in the good book, but what about getting to them destinations? What about getting to the places you experienced? What happened along your way? What happened along your way? What is it? To let you know you ain't by yourself. This isn't new. Your experiences, you ain't by yourself. No. Sometimes we just don't tell you the hard parts of becoming Proverbs 31. Woo! Proverbs 31. When you're not don't start none. And you still got to handle yourself like a lady. When your Kamalas is entwined in your last name. Deep. But anybody going to tell you all that? The webs that come with this thing. And Camille's still sitting at the table of your last name. Let me have a sip this morning. Y'all don't prove. Listen to me. Come on, show myself a Proverbs 31. Oh. Then we want to skip down. It is and will be your testimony just for you, but for others. Real talk, it will, but you got to make sure you're handling it correctly. You got to make sure you got the right volume, you're in the right spirit, you're in the right mindset, because the same thing that you can say to help others can also kill somebody. Let me have a sip. I'm gonna run up out through. Did you hear me? Because the same things that you say to help others, if you are not in the right spirit and the state of mind, Queen, you can help. You mess around and kill them at the same time. Listen, that's real talk. You hear me? So you got, man, don't start, no, won't be none. Oh, yeah. It takes something. I'm going to say it again, because the same thing that you use as transparency, if you are not in the right lane, can be the same thing that'll kill somebody. That's deep, isn't it? I know. Don't start knowing. You got to do it with wisdom. Because long story short, God still loves the Charleses and the Camellias. Yeah! God has a plan for the Charleses and the Camellias. Can I just use them this morning? He still has a plan for them. Purpose didn't change for Charles. Purpose didn't change for Kamala. Let me just help you today. Let me have the sip. So Woo! Listen, but you got to make sure, Clark, it's the right spirit, because you can be operating out of any spirit, baby. The spirit of the Holy Spirit, and this is real talk, because you can still be talking out of a spirit, but you better make sure it's the right one, and that's very, very important. Or you'll find yourself all up in your emotions. Ooh, you know what? Let me. Queens, get up this morning. Y'all excuse me, because I don't know. I feel like I'm sitting this is me. We're sitting at the table, honey. Y'all got y'all cups. Y'all get your cups. Y'all make sure y'all go get your cups now. Please go get your cups and sit with me. Listen to me, real talk. And sit with me in the morning. It is real talk. Like doing everyday life. And do you know, for a long time in church, I didn't know how to do life like outside of. Didn't even know how to handle real life. Can I just be honest with you? Didn't know how to handle real life. So I just kept letting life happen, because I didn't know how to handle real life outside the choir. I didn't know how to handle real life outside of Wednesday night Bible study. Not really knowing how to handle life. I'm going to help somebody today. But life happening. But not knowing, thought I had to take everything that came. And then when life happened, some of us didn't know how to still stand in our position and mount up with wings as eagle. Life happened. You don't see them. Life happened to some of the women. Where y'all at? Purpose didn't change. Because listen. Where y'all at? Purpose didn't change. Your destiny never, because of this and that, but never taught how to gird up our loins. So things happen from the lineage that I came from. Where y'all at? I always used to say this, something ain't right. I'd be like, something ain't right. I used to say, something ain't right. Oh, no. I don't know what it is, God, but something ain't right. I used to say that all the time, something's not right. Something. And I could never put my finger on it, but something wasn't right. And whoop, there it is. Because you got to learn how to live outside this mortar and clay. Let him use you. Don't be used. Don't start nothing. Listen. He said before we were in our mother's womb, he already ordained us, called you, chose us for an appointed time. So that was something just wasn't right. Something ain't right. Woo! Then we get into life dilemmas, circumstances, and we forgot who you forgot who you were. You never was taught really who you were, whose you are, what authority you rank. Well, listen. And it wasn't to observe anybody else's authority, but what was it that God had given you? Something ain't right. Listen, let me have it. Listen, real talk, Queen. Do you hear me? If you just think about the lineage, everyone who had opposition and circumstances and life issues, what? Where are you? Divorce does not stop you from pursuing destiny. Let me have a sip this morning. I'm not going to fool with y'all this morning. There is nothing new under this sun. Nothing new under this sun when it comes to the things of God. You hear me? Let me have a sip. Y'all finna make me. You know what? Queen, your purpose it has not changed. It may have hurted. Your circumstances, situation, the setbacks for the... You know how you used to be like the setback is for the setup? You gotta walk into the setup from the setback. Get up. Get up. You still got gifts inside of you. Get up. Woo! Get up. It's too much inside of you to lay in the cut. Get up. And your get up it's in your lane how God has positioned in perfect what he purposed you for. Get up. That's a whole nother subject by itself. If you are not even equipped for the fight, you got to be equipped for the fight. Queen, you can't just be talking about, you got to be intentional. You can't come just swing fighting. When a boxer's getting ready to fight, he trains for his day. When a boxer's getting ready to fight, come on. He got to protect his liver, his ribs. You can't just be fighting. That's like getting delivered and you ain't got no backup. I got to get out this room this morning. I'm talking. Listen. You got to be intentional. Some aren't even ready for the fight. They ain't even equipped for the fight. You got to have faith for the fight. The helmet is by faith. The breastplate of Are you really up for it? Are you really up for it? You're dealing with powers, rulers, principalities in high places. Are you ready for the fight? This ain't no Jack in the Box fight. You are wrestling. You being jerked. You being pronged. You being pushed by powers and principalities. No, you can't be scared. That's why I didn't give you the spirit of fear, but love, power, and that of a sound mind. Queens, what are you wearing? Because it's good to talk about we gonna fight, we finna level up. And let me have a sip. I can't do this morning. I gotta get up out of here. They waiting for 30 minutes of self-love. Y'all make sure y'all join us. We getting ready to walk this thing out. We finna level up. Queens, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? I gotta get up out of here. May you take the meat and you leave the bones. May you take the principles of God and apply them to your life. May you evaluate where you are. May you look at the things that you have been eating that's been toxic to you. What have you made your decisions based on? Was it your feelings, your emotions, or based on what God says concerning you? You better check yourself. I got to get up out of here. Listen, guys, know that I love you. Woo! Listen, in Jesus' name, you hear me? Listen to me. I'll see y'all on, what's today? Wearing my crown. You, queen, you better don't start none. And honey, a lot of times they're trying to knock it out to me. You know what? God fixed this. You better wear your crown. Queen, what are you wearing? Oh, don't start nothing, queen. Girl, you better make me lose my mind up in here. Listen to me, real talk. What are you wearing? Woo! Crown with integrity, strength, wisdom, dignity, another level, another rank. Don't start none. Today Wednesday, don't start none because today is my Saturday. Listen, real talk. What are you wearing? Wisdom. Woo! Queens, I'll see you over here on your Friday, my Monday, and my Tuesday. In Jesus' name, amen. Guys, I love you. I know they waiting over us to go work it out for 30 minutes of self-love. Let's go get it in and get out. Listen, guys, I love you. Y'all meet me here Friday, your Friday, right here at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are live right here. Make sure you are locked and you are loaded. Go back up to Proverbs 31. Don't start none, won't be none. Guys, I love you. Be blessed, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Y'all make sure y'all join me over there on that doggone Tickety Talk for 30 minutes of self-love. Okay? You ready? We going. And if you haven't already, I want you to go visit queenriseup.com. Go get your NutriBurst. This is a liquid vitamin. Please go get your liquid vitamin. Let me tell you something. Most amazing vitamin. You don't have to worry about it breaking down or dissolving. Why? Because it's liquid and it goes straight to the cellular level. And 1 tablespoon is like eating 10 salads. So I need 10 salads. Let's go get it. This is how we do it. 1 tablespoon, 10 salads. And it's liquid and it goes straight to your cellular level. So where you go